Morning. 5th of April 2022. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective. Without you this doesn't work. So Astro DJ gave me the line, go easy on me. So somebody sounds like they're getting a tongue lashing, and partly deserved, partly not. I don't know who it's by, and it sounds like a familiar voice, but I don't know who it's by, so I shall find it. Today's card is a Hierophant, so it's about your truth, your belief, your upbringing, marriages, friendships, institutions, teachers, and above all the truth, especially in material matters. So it's right in the middle, so midday could be important. No coming home. Somebody's damaged. Somebody's been banging their head against a brick wall for far too long. Can you see that injury to the head? 9 days is mentioned. It's battling against a brick wall. An immovable person or object. Power struggles. Issues with the heart and back, again they're saying it, so check yourselves out, people. Karmic situations. A Leo could be involved, but above all it's about weakness, lack of courage, illness, being unable or unwilling to stand up for what you believe in. 8 or 26, negative energy. The heart to the back. This is the gentleman, Capricorn energy, Capricorn cusper. An older man, possibly last year, the year of the ox. Lost everything. It's a man that was accepted into the family. Being ostracised. Made to feel like an outsider. And now it festers and makes someone who was once a good, constant companion or friend an enemy. Again, the Leo, all about financial success. Leo cusper. Could be a Cancer Leo cusper, could be a Virgo Leo cusper. All about financial gain. Blocked communications or bad news, especially in finances, or sometimes this card is child maintenance, something like that. Lack of communication, lack of rewards. And today's card is in the reverse, so that's an end to friendships, marriages, study, etc. Maybe the money's run out, there's no money to pay for the child's study. Somebody's not speaking the truth. There may be throat and neck issues and material problems. But this is the Fool. And the Fool is looking at all this misery, all this hardship, and deciding to leave it behind. To take a risk and follow the dream anyway. So it could be that when you sell a child that you can't afford to pay for the tuition anymore, they still do it. They manage to find a way to pay for it themselves. Because there'll always be regret if you don't face the fear and go on that new adventure. It's time to put your boundaries in place and maybe see if that child is strong enough. Instead of being a weak person, are they strong enough to stand alone? Because you're not always going to be there to bail them out all their life. Or are you? Are you going to play the martyr, the victim, sacrifice yourself, the things that you want, the dreams that you have, so that your child can just piss it up the wall while they're at university, instead of realising what it is to the pride in providing for yourself? This is Pisces energy, Neptune energy. It's again the guy that gave people fire. Thought he was helping. The gods got mad because they needed to learn their own hard lessons in life. They needed to find out for themselves. And he skipped that step. So they strung him up. And every day a hawk would come and pick out his liver. So there may be liver problems. And then on a night they would heal him. And he'd go through that every day. Limbo, Groundhog Day. Every day turning into the same thing. Martyrdom, victimhood. And all those people that he gave fire to went on the merry way, having barbecues and whatever they do with his fire, making swords, etc. And he was left to hang there, and not one of them thought to bring him a drink. And I suppose there's a lot of elderly parents feel that way. They've gone without all their lives. The kids have got successful jobs and they're off enjoying their lives. And they wouldn't want it any other way. But they know if they'd have brought that child up properly, they would have been to visit him every week. They would have made sure they was all right. There is some sort of sacrifice here. You've sacrificed it enough. It's time to put your boundaries in place and start loving yourself. The number 4 is important, but the number 12 is the most important. It's positive energy. So you've got to face whatever it is you fear, overcome it, overcome that fear, and move forward to a new adventure. Here is the tower. The tower that's waiting to fall. The ivory tower that someone's built that's become a prison. And they may have started taking those walls down. Destroying something so that they can rebuild. The 16. It can't be said yet whether it's good or bad. It will be the full moon on the 16th. Unfinished business. Acting in haste, repenting at leisure. Sagittarius energy. Not finishing what you started. Enemies that need to be overcome. The enemy may well be yourself, or your need for financial status. And you will be successful in this financial status. This is the father energy. Aries, which we're in now. The 4th or the 31st. It's having pride in yourself. It's self-esteem. It's new beginnings and success. But you've got to know your worth. Could be a boss, a government official, an important male in your life. Some say the Fool is Aries because they're prepared to take risks. But the Aries knows when to take risks and when not to take risks. And the one feeling is they need to be successful. So somebody's no longer sitting on the fence, trying to do everything by themselves. In fact, in this case with this child here, I don't think they've ever done anything by themselves. They've made a choice to be dependent on others. So you have to make the hard choices. It is about children, childhood, child abuse maybe for some. Issues from the past that will come back, and that's been lied about, especially financially, in friendships and love. If you feel the fear and go on that new adventure, there will be success. There's no doubt about it. But there is someone here that is wearing a false mask. Could be medical matters, issues with siblings, hands, arms, shoulders. Somebody manifesting a negative outcome because they don't believe in themselves. It could be someone who wears hats. It could be someone you are suspicious about, criminal activity, drugs. Like I said, medical matters. But above all, it is not being your true self, not speaking your truth, not having the courage to follow your true path. Because there's no defending this situation, or you don't know how to defend your decision. But Spirit always say you don't have to defend your decisions. It's what's best for you. Others might not like it, but you don't need to defend yourself. So there's some sort of delay then. Because somebody, like I said, the aging parent doesn't want to seem like a burden or moan, so they don't say anything. The child doesn't say anything about needing the money because they know the parents are hard up. Nobody's actually communicating in this situation, and it's ridiculous. The child maybe keeps quiet because he doesn't want to cause any more arguments, but thinks that this situation is an unhealthy one. The parents don't tell the child that they're unhappy because they can't face what they might say. It's all a bit deceitful. Dark night of the soul. Somebody is at a crossroads and they desperately want to go on this new adventure, but are too scared to take the first step. There is a narcissist involved here, somebody who loves themselves more than they love anybody else. And it's probably the child, because kids are selfish. They don't realise they're doing it, but they are selfish. And how do they know that you're financially strapped if you don't tell them the situation, if you don't give them the reality of life? So someone here is being stubborn and holding on to control because they fear the loss of control of the child if they won't give them what they want. The old way of doing things because they like the way things have always been done. Or the outcome of the situation, they want it their way or no way at all. So it's got to be how they want it. But this is causing stagnation and boredom. Nobody's getting anywhere. Nobody's growing. Everybody's just staying in limbo. Unfinished business. Hasty actions. Kids treating the house like a hotel, maybe. Or partners. There could be a house move. There could be a birthday coming up, a celebration, perhaps Easter. It's something to do with the home and family life. Yeah, there's no happiness while you dwell on the past or worry about the future. Stop crying over spilt milk. You played your part in this disappointment, but you're not to blame. Should be no blame. It's just what is. And something is returning from the past. The children. Just because you say no doesn't mean that the love stops. There will be a reunion. There will be a happy situation, either with someone from your past or your children. Again, there's gossip here somewhere, but there is love, unconditional love. Water sign energy. And there it is, Jupiter returns, benefits. I wonder if Pisces is still in Jupiter. We'll have a look. I'll have a look when I've finished and see. Number 49 is 13, which is the transformation. The Scorpio energy of something ends so something new can begin. But not if you're playing the martyr or the victim. And this is a Cancer. A new vehicle, perhaps, travel. I was born on the 7th or the 25th, living or past, date for your diary and address. The Jupiter return card occurs every 12 years. It marks the largest and most expansive of the planet's return to the original place of when you were born, so your birthday. Turning up the Jupiter return card indicates a period where doors are open to you and obstacles are lifted. You're being given the freedom to advance your goals. Now, the Jupiter return, if it's still in Pisces, which if it comes every 12 years, it must be. The Jupiter return came out the other day, so for some reason it's massively important. It came out on the dice as well, do you remember? So, you are given the freedom to advance your goals with absolute abandon. So if you've been waiting for Spirit to give you the green light, they are telling you, do it. Feel that fear and do it anyway. It suggests you will soon be entering a time where you encounter less resistance and life will flow much easier. It's the green light that gives you the go-ahead. All paths are now clearing and you can take the utmost advantage of this. Goals or plans you started more than a decade ago, something returning. So 10 years will begin to bear fruit, either right now or in the near future. Something very good is about to emerge from the debris of the past, but first you've got to destroy it. It could be a thing you felt you lost or something that did not work out exactly as you'd hoped. It may even be a plan that you've forgotten about, that once again comes into your life and makes some remarkable changes and advances. In short, the Jupiter return card implies good fortune and prosperity in many areas of your life, not just financial. Dreams manifest into reality at this time, gifts flowing easily, It's also a time to be aware of how you approach matters of your own spirituality, faith and destiny. And in that case, you're not speaking your truth. Your beliefs wouldn't go down well with other people, perhaps. There is a rapidness to Jupiter, so it's important to grab hold of anything that surfaces. Do not let go. Investigate the possibility of what this might bring. It's not a good time to get carried away, though. Act in haste. It's always important with Jupiter to keep your head clear. It's the jovial planet. To open your heart, be optimistic and flirtatious. The god of Jove brings a multitude of blessings, while the planet Jupiter is the Santa Claus of the planets. So 6 months is mentioned, but it could be Christmas Eve. Just like Christmas Eve, this card marks a stage where you are to receive opportunities and then rewards. This is a time many areas of your life begin to bear fruit, but if you refuse to face that fear and take the opportunity, you will regret it. It is time to take a broader reach and show gratitude. See the possibilities. Trust in your fortune and give thanks to the gods. Making light of a situation and realising it's not as bad as it seems, no matter how bad it is the best approach. In fact, something will be rescued from this darkness. New experiences trigger a desire to travel and an inner development. Communication with angels and higher spirits is possible. Higher education may call to you. Publishing your ideas and bringing them before the public are a probability. Relax, let go of control and allow things to unfold. Be wise and pay attention. Don't take your eyes off that prize. You are in a very special place right now. Bigger goals and plans rule your life. It's time to put laziness aside. Buckle down for some dramatic changes. They will be mostly positive. Great fortune is ahead of you, so don't back away from it. And proceed from your dreams in an outward way. Love and romance take on a sweetness, a sense of freedom where you can be who you really are. And the addition of acceptance and generosity. You may attract many potential lovers at this time, so choose wisely, or the relationship could be short-lived. And also be careful of indulging too much in food or drink. So in short, love others with grace and patience. Know that generosity has its own rewards. Keep the expansive energy of Jupiter flowing, but don't be a doormat. Discernment, and in answer to your question, yes, but only if you're wise in your choices. You have to stay positive and open. Seize the moment, rise to the call, prepare for great opportunities. Being a success, grand achievement, significant improvements in money matters, a new love or the revitalization of an old one. Probably something from about 10 years ago. The relationship signposts to the future and all the possibilities it could bring. Release, freedom, happiness, buoyancy, excess, sugary foods, weight gain, diabetes, rescued from suffering, the ace up your sleeve, happier times, alignment with the soul's calling, drawing the finances you need as well as the wisdom to know what to do with it. The cheque isn't in the mail, and she's not going to be happy because she likes the money. But debts will be repaid, and I don't think they're financial, I think they're karmic. You have earned this luck, good or bad. Fortune brings its own rewards, profits, an auspicious year, the future aspirations. So what is it that you desire in your future? The thing you keep telling yourself you can't have. Turn it around and think, actually I can have it. What are the steps I need to take to have it? And you probably then got your answer. Spirit giving you the green light. So it's up to you to take action. It's about your gut instinct. Going with your gut. Healing your stomach. The orange chakra goddess represents the sacral chakra. located in your lower abdomen. She teaches us how to be happy and confident. She is happy and presents herself as confident and sociable. Her skills in working harmoniously with others often lead to success in whatever she puts her energies to. Even when others perceive that she has failed in a task, she does not see it that way. Her enthusiasm and self-assuredness sees it only as a minor setback, just like the fool. And she will always embrace the lessons to be learned as part of her adventure. The orange chakra goddess has a zest for life, as you do. People watch you flit by without baggage or inhibitions, and may often find it difficult to understand you as a deep and thoughtful person. On the outside, you appear to be a happy person full of life, always seeking the next adventure. However, you are much deeper than that. Your behaviour of heading straight into a burning building when everyone else is exiting tends to scare people or leads them to believe that you are a bit reckless. On the contrary, you possess an insatiable need to lead a full life and experience all the lessons that Spirit has to offer you. Don't succumb to the fears of others. Continue to live your life to the fullest, and people will begin to understand your courage as being a positive example of strength of character. So if you're not doing something, if you're not leaving a relationship or a job or whatever because you worry about what others think of you, you will not gain any respect, because people will see that you are bowing down to others, bending the knee. Walking away sometimes earns you the respect of people, and they will say at least they was honest, at least they didn't keep the suffering going, playing the martyr and the victim. So it's not going to be easy, but it's something that needs to happen. So, Leo, 11th house. I'm just going to have a look as well at that Jupiter. While we're at it, to see what it says. Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Cancer and Capricorn, and we've had all those mentioned. It's about expansion, optimism, good fortune, faith, philosophy, rituals, hope, knowledge, excess, abundance, luck, travel, inflation, creative visualization, largesse, generosity, wasted, cornucopia, opulence, generosity, and your conscience. When does it occur though? Doesn't say. But you are needing to grow. I believe it says every 12 years, doesn't it? So I believe it's probably still in Pisces. But we digress. So this is Venus again. We talked about Venus yesterday, I believe. So Leo in Venus. Or Venus in Leo, sorry. Desires to be adored, erotic, dramatic, amorous, warm-hearted, but very demanding, generous and vain. Venus in Leo falls instantly in lust, slowly in love, and is attracted to strong personalities. So, 11th house though, how does this affect us? So Leo is very important. Control issues. Gemini, the legs and ankles, and there is deceit. So we've got the Gemini, where is he? the Magician. It's about the lies and communications. So Leo, it seems, is deceiving. Where is he? Did this yesterday, didn't I? The Magician, the 1 of 28. Was I imagining it? No, there he is. So lies and deceit, the Leo energy. Power struggles. Problems with the legs and ankles. Oh no, it's not Gemini, sorry. I take that back. So it is a lack of freedom. Weak. Not joining society. Not socialising. Problems with the legs and ankles. The colour deep yellow. Group activities, society, friends, hopes, wishes and aspirations. Social conscience. So the social conscience is important in to do with where's it gone? The Venus in Leo. So there seems to be no social conscience because all they're bothered about is the self. There is ego involved, lust maybe, and an attraction to a stronger personality. Not a good situation maybe, but one that has to be sorted so that you can move on to that new adventure. Stop sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people. Thanks for listening. Bye.